Hi everyone, I'm Michelangelo. Welcome to my conversations with BlueGod, conversations with my higher self, conversations with the universe with a capital U, conversations with you with a capital Y. And if you don't know what I mean by that, well, keep listening, and eventually I think it will become very clear, because the intention of these conversations is that together we seamlessly switch paradigm into a paradigm of unity consciousness. And when anyone is in that paradigm and sustains the beingness in that paradigm, then you understand not only what I just said, but you live it. And from that place, you tap into infinity consciousness, which means that everything becomes more fluid, more connected, more beautiful. So yes, what are we doing here? We're creating a beautiful life for me, a beautiful life for you, and a beautiful life for all species here on Earth, especially. We can go even deeper into that, but I think that's enough for now. For all beings, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, that may all beings in all the realms, in all the dimensions, be happy and free. This is episode number 44. Yeah, I didn't mention it. I did get my first ever, what is it called? A hair extension, something funny, whatever. Kind of for fun. Just wanted more blue. Got a haircut today. So it's all about grooming today, all about putting more emphasis on the body and creating more and more ways for people to connect to me and ask me about these videos. When they ask me why I have a blue bindi. Do I have a blue bindi on? Maybe I forgot. I washed it away before. So I will, any suggestions in the comments of stuff that I can do? Yeah, paint my whole hair blue, stuff that kind of could attract attention and synchronistically attract people, the right people, to ask me. And as they ask me, why do you have a bindi? As the person that was cutting my hair today asked. And so he had never heard about a third eye. He had never heard about different realms, and I'm explaining this in Spanish, so my Spanish is getting really good, and I'm practicing. I'm grateful to be here. I'm in Playa Negra in Costa Rica, and let's continue with episode 44. I've been awake for about 3 hours. You gave me clear guidelines that it would be very helpful for me to write to you as the first thing that I do before anything else. Why am I struggling with this when in theory it seems so simple? And the answer I got is because if addictions would be so easy to dismantle and reconfigure at will, no one would be addicted to anything or anyone, and there would instantly be peace in every human and on earth. So that is what you are up against. Most important is to constantly bring more and more awareness to what you genuinely feel needs to change and to not be hard on yourself. You do both these things naturally, and so I can only congratulate you because success is closer than you think. If you could see what I see, you would know that much of your subcellular structure has already shifted. Now we need only wait for the more gross material aspects of you to catch up. Just like sound is slower than light, the cellular material structure that creates your physical body and your physical life is much slower than your subtle body. All real change needs to be made at the subtle body level and then maintained long enough for the slower, more dense material body to catch up and embody it. There is always a delay, and it is during this delay that feeble minds switch to other things before they can witness concrete results. You've got this. And so I wrote, I need some validation. Can you please give me some genuine validation? And the answer I got was, it's a big deal for you to be asking what you just did. It acknowledges that you are human and that you basically need others in your life, which is part of being human. Do not misunderstand me. I don't mean need in a needy way, but as a social, exchanging, and loving way. You're wanting to exchange human love, and this is a basic human requirement to thrive and to actually feel human. All humans long for this. The problem is that too many humans go about it the wrong way. They don't have the correct awareness as to what thoughts and behaviors will facilitate and actually create the life circumstances that will give them loving and genuine human exchanges. In your case, which is not the case for most humans, you have to align your body at the molecular level with the vibration of being a human. This is not the case for most other humans. They naturally have a propensity for this, and so they actually have to raise their vibration in order to align with higher truths and with more virtuous living. Instead, you have to match your vibration with the material world so that you can become more relatable at the level and even at that level and even more detectable. It's very difficult to try to explain these things in words, but I know that at your gut level, you understand. You need to lose weight so that you feel less confined physically. You need to hit that sweet spot where you physically feel more light and nimble, more flexible and more graceful. You won't need to feel like a well-trained athlete before noticing results. You just need to move in that direction. You've done it before, you know what I'm talking about. It will be sooner than you think, and so will the lucky charms. What is that supposed to mean? So will the lucky charms. I do feel lucky. So if it's still not clear, all these videos, this is video 44, episode 44. So far, I've written all of this about 5 months ago, and all in about, I think, 1 or 2 weeks. I can't remember. We mentioned it earlier. But this is a brief period. And so here I'm being told lucky charms, and here I am all of a sudden, randomly, I get invited to come to Costa Rica, and I'm staying, and it's so easy, and it's so beautiful, and instead of being in Canada, in lockdown, and freezing cold, where I was ready, if you watch episode number 1, I was ready to read all of these, and actually feeling blessed to read all of these from my sacred blue room. And instead I got to read episode 1, and then these lucky charms. So maybe tonight in my writing I'm going to ask, because I did lose some weight. I lost the magic number 8. I had lost, I think, 8 pounds, which is enough for me to feel a lot lighter, and a lot more comfortable in my body. So said, just think about losing weight, and soon you will be, and so will be. It will be sooner than you think, and so will be the lucky charms. So maybe this is the lucky charm that I got, because if it's nothing else, good news, it does say lucky charms. But I do feel lucky every day. I do feel blessed every day. I feel amazing every day in a new way. So to kind of close this episode 44, I wrote, I feel like we've already covered so much that we've almost exhausted much of what we can possibly cover. And yet I intuitively know that this conversation has only just begun. We will continue for so much longer, and so many beautiful and surprising revelations will emerge. I know this. But why do I feel like there is already not much else that can be said? Why do I sometimes feel this way? Let's see what we get as an answer, as I'm going to stay in this beautiful spot in Playa Negra, Costa Rica. We'll continue for episode 45. I love you. I am you. you are me. And look into my eyes as I say that, because I mean it. And a lot of you who are watching, we're going to get to interact. If nothing else, start writing in the comments, because that's a way that we can get to know each other and discover each other and share consciousness, love together. I am you, you are me.